Hello, this is BVI Channel. I still remain Achuzie Peters. Today, the planning committee and the family of Brigadier Gen Joe Achuzia is officially announcing the funeral arrangement for the retired and our dear elders who have crossed over to the other side. The announcement have attracted various interest groups, which our father and the retired general represent. Here you have the church, you have the various groups, the Igbo groups, and also the Biafran groups. Today, we've seen the movement of Biafrans in Nigeria also duly represented, as led by the DG. And BVI Channel is always on point to bring you every information that you deserve to know. And that is why we are here to bring you the reports. And we are going to make sure that every bit of this funeral is going to be brought to your notice.
My name is Chief Ejiofor Onya from Idumoje, Asaba, the chairman of the funeral committee of our late sage, High Chief Colonel Gen Joe Achuzia. Today we are using this opportunity to formally announce the plans for his funeral since he has passed on. This committee is charged with that responsibility. This committee is composed of the family, different organizations that the general belongs to. As you know, he's a man of many parts. So this committee is all-encompassing. It has Ohaneze Ndibo, where he served as the Secretary General for quite some time. It's also composed of members of Ibozurume, that he runs the formation and all the organization in Enugu. It's also composed of members of his church, his denomination, the Brotherhood of the Cross and Star. Is also composed of members of his immediate and distant families, and also other members from different organizations. So we've come together to deliberate. We've deliberated quite a long time now, for some time, and we have come up with a program for his funeral. Funeral commences actually in Asaba on the 12th. But prior to that time, there will be a day of tributes in Enugu, which will happen on the 9th of April. And most likely it will be holding at the sports club in Enugu. That decision is yet to be properly confirmed, but definitely the date of the 9th is confirmed. Now, also here in Asaba, it commences on the 12th. On the 12th, we will have service of song at his residence, and then on the 13th, we'll have funeral service. Funeral service starting 10 a.m. in the morning, but his members of the Brotherhood of the Cross will commence activity early morning on the 13th, then till 10 o'clock. Then by 10 o'clock, the funeral service commences till 12 p.m. Then reception follows at St. Patrick's College, Asaba. This is the program we have for this till the 13th. But on the 13th night, we will have traditional burial commencing at about 6-7 p.m. on that date. That is the only day his body can come out to be viewed by anybody. This is predicated on the fact that he is a very high chief, and the kind of title he holds in this town is that he is going to be buried sitting down, not lying down. Therefore, we can't bring him out until that Friday night or Saturday morning. So it's a pity that we will not be laying in state before that date. So all those who will wish to see him lying in state or sitting in state otherwise should come on their own to view him in his residence on Saturday morning. Saturday we will have what we call Egwota, which is the traditional burial proceedings, and then the tradition takes on from there. He will be interred on Saturday night at midnight, and we don't advise anybody to be there except the family and members of his traditional title. So that is the setup for Chief Joe Achuzia's funeral. What we like to do, or like to ask of you pressmen, is to convey to all and sundry, because we know he's a man of many parts. We would like you to convey that this is a funeral for us to honor him. It is not a funeral for confusion or for any sort of political issues. We know he's a member of this and that. He has encouraged different activities. In fact, I know he's a political activist. But for his burial, we would like peace to reign. So I'm appealing to all members of different organizations to come here to honor him in peace. We will not accept any sort of demonstration. It's not acceptable, no demonstration. We will accept people coming to honor him as a group, but without any sort of demonstration, no unnecessary utterances. So we're begging and appealing, because we know that he has been a man who has fought in many ways to defend the oppressed. But at the same time, the man had lived and is a man of peace. So we are pleading with all and sundry. For those who would like to honor him in the southeast, the 9th in Enugu is a day we've given for every organizations in the southeast to go and pay him the tribute that he deserves. When you come to Asaba on the 13th, you are coming here to pay him the last respect. We expect that when you come, you fall in with the family's procedure and you let peace reign. Peace is what we ask of. Please, I would like you pressmen and women to emphasize this point, that peace is what we require for his funeral. No unnecessary utterances, no demonstration, and no crisis. That is what we want to appeal. Thank you and God bless.
Hello, sir. You have come to pay condolence to the family of the retired general of the Biafran army, Brigadier General Joe Achuzia, with your group mobbing. In a minute, can you tell us what you know about him?
Thank you very much. Unfortunately for me, I've always known General Joe Achuzia, whom I share the same name with. I've known him through his books and through his exploits in other books that I read. I actually have read Requiem Biafra many years before I met him. And I met him like 5, 6 years ago, but I've been in his house 2 or 3 times because he invited me. And I was captivated by his humility and the fact that at his age, he was still strong and very powerfully built. And I remember the day I met him the first time. The first thing he said to me is that Nobro onye ọbụla na-aza afọ Igbo bụ onye Igbo. Ọ jụrụ m ya n'Igbo sị m onye bụ onye Igbo. And it was a very serious question to me indeed, because I discovered he was more Igbo than a lot of people that are out there in the southeast. And so my impression of him at first, and that day when I came to his house, he told me his book, Requiem Biafra, that he has only 2 copies in his house. But because of what I had said and how I had impressed him in his office in Enugu at Ibozurume office, that he's going to give me 1 out of the 2 copies remaining. And he autographed it and gave me. And I have always appreciated it as a treasure, because I had read the book 15 years before he gave me that copy. And so he's a man that remained true to his word all till he crossed the ripe age of 90. And I'm grateful. That's why the movement of Biafrans in Nigeria said, we need to come. We don't need to wait for the day of funeral. We needed to be here some days before the burial to celebrate him and thank God for his life, and also request God to give us such a man again, because the Biafran battle is still on, even though not on the battlefield.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you, and keep watching BVI Channel 1 till I come your way. I still remain Achuzie Peters, reporting from Asaba.